Hey there, Toonami faithful, and welcome back aboard Toonami Absolution, where we talk about the shows that made us us and the shows that made you you. Once again, we are your hosts. My name is Alyx.
I'm Sam.
And I'm John. Two more Beast Wars episodes. Dark Design made its TV debut on November 4th, 1996. And Double Dinobot. Two Dinobots, twice the fun. November 5th, 1996.
I like these episodes a lot.
The second episode raises some questions I have, which we will get to when we get to it. Let's first things first. Let's talk about Rhinox's roid rage.
Yeah, so
It was his turn to be evil.
Free will in the Transformers universe maybe doesn't exist.
Yeah.
There are bits of this episode that raise some very odd questions about the nature of the Decepticons and the Predacons, the Maximals and the Predacons, because one of my favorite lines is it comes right at the end because they make Rhinox evil, and then Cheetah asks him, "What's it like being a Predacon?" And he's like, "Oh, they have too much RAM or whatever." His bad joke is like Dinobot's right there, and this feels like quite offensive.
Yeah, we don't know what the race jokes are in Cybertronian terms.
I feel this would get you reported to Cybertronian HR. I feel it should.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little discriminatory. I'm not gonna lie to you. Feels a little weird. Feels like the
episode. I mean, basically, for the uninitiated, this first episode, Megatron sees how awesome Rhinox is, and he's like, "Give me a piece of that." And brainwashes him to become a Predacon, and then but brainwashes him too good to become a Predacon.
Becomes the best Predacon, which is kind of the
Rhinox is so good he kills all the other Predacons and just runs loops around everybody else. Like,
what
I love is that Optimus knows this, because the entire thing is Optimus like, "Oh, no, I'm just going to wait." Everyone's like, "What? We're just going to wait," because I apparently know what's going to happen in this episode. I've read the script.
Optimus wrote the script. Like, it's so funny because for the non-Transformers freaks out there, Transformers has its own mirror universe called Shattered Glass. And this is almost kind of referencing it, or like is a very early reference to it, because in the Shattered Glass universe, all the Autobots are the evil ones, and they are way better at being Decepticons than the Decepticons ever were. So this is kind of that same energy of like, who makes a good villain? An ex-good guy.
I guess, yeah, it makes sense. I do quite like how Rhinox basically starts like acting like an Agatha Christie villain, in like luring people into corners, then pushing things on them.
Yeah.
And then even admits to it by doing the evil voice, like, you shouldn't have admitted to it. Poirot's going to get you. Yeah. Poirot, in this case, Big Megatron.
Big Megatron.
Megatron needs a mustache to become Perot.
I would kill for okay, I kind of want Megatron, but with the mustache, but just the T-Rex head.
Was it Turn A Gundam that has the Gundam with a mustache, the big white horned mustache?
I believe so.
Okay,
Turn A Gundam has it. G Gundam had a couple of Gundams with mustaches too. There were a couple of them.
G Gundam had the Wario. I think you mean the one with the Wario mustache?
Had the Wario mustache, yeah.
I mean, usually in the case of which one had this weird Gundam, Turn A is usually the answer to that question statistically.
Yeah. But I mean, with Rhinox, I mean, it's another one of those episodes that raises the question of like, why is this conflict still going?
Yeah, it does. The thing is, both these episodes have this weird thing going through them where, like, apparently it's really easy to just sneak up on the Maximals, catch them, and then Tarantulas can just bite you and knock you out. Why is he not doing? I guess he has to charge him his PP every so often. But then also in the second episode, Double Dinobot, Megatron makes a second Dinobot clone to send it to infiltrate the base. But the first part of his plan is we kill the original Dinobot. Well, surely if it's that easy to kill the original Dinobot, why bother with the clone and not just kill them all now? This seems to be an extra step in this plan just because you wanted to recreate Universal's Frankenstein.
I think that part of it is that they are trapped on this planet and they are bored. I think that is kind of like a big thing when it comes to these like G1 Transformers conflicts, is that they can't go back to Cybertron They have no place to go, and they gotta make this shit work. Essentially, is what's happening. They gotta earn
Devolving
that
into
paycheck.
comedy warfare.
Yeah, essentially, like that's what happens when warfare no longer has meaning. I think that Hideo Kojima talked about that a little bit in Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, more so 4, but yes.
It's funny you bring up G1 because we should comment on Dark Designs. The worst part of Dark Designs is Waspinator, who gets banged on the head and starts spouting references, I think specifically to make me have to enjoy the TF wiki. He started off with that's a reference, and I'm going to look. Yeah, so Waspinator declares here he's Shrapnel from the G1 continuity, who also had the thing of repeating the last word of his sentences.
Yep.
Okay. Which is, it was either that or a concussion joke, because concussions are funny.
Funny.
Yeah, and then Black Arachnia goes, that he was from the Great War, which is 3 centuries ago. We're using centuries now for some reason. This it tells you, which is quite a big revelation to be dropped as a gag, because this tells you from what era these guys are from, because this is like the 3rd Cybertronian War era. They to know this guy. I don't understand entirely why Waspinator starts imitating him when he gets smacked on the head. Maybe he's like King Tut, the old Batman villain.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, like if I recall correctly with Shrapnel, because that is not one that I remember very well as a Transformer, but he, I believe, is one of the Insecticons.
I think so.
So I mean,
you don't know, I'm certainly not.
Shrapnel is an Insecticon. And that's why he does the repeating thing. He's a bug. He is a bug. And that's really it. That's all you need to know about Shrapnel.
I guess that explains why Black Arachnia would be the one to call it then, because it seems to be the spider ones do know other spiders quite well. Black Arachnia, of course, in this episode continues her trend of standing next to Megatron.
Continues to stand next to Megatron.
That's her defining character trait.
I do like that these 2 episodes really were just Megatron trying to get a date a little bit.
Yeah. He's impressed by Rhinox's virility, and in episode Double Dinobot, he misses his first squeeze. He misses Dinobot.
Megatron reacts surprisingly well to flirting. Yeah, it's kind of funny.
I have a question for Alyx as our resident Transformers expert. Has there ever been another instance where Transformers are visibly cannibalistic?
Yes.
Okay, yes. So they do eat, they do consume.
The Insecticons themselves in G1 continuity and in other continuities eat the flesh, the metal of other Transformers. There are also creatures called Scraplets, who are native to Cybertron and are known to eat Cybertronians alive. So yes, there are instances of this, and of course you have the undead Transformers from Prime who also eat their own, and you see it a lot in the comics. Get really weirdly dark, and this happens a lot. These spark eaters are something that comes to mind, where it's a creature that rips open the chest of a Transformer and eats its still beating heart.
Reverse Xenomorph.
Yeah, essentially. Instead of bursting out, it bursts in. But yeah, there are other instances of cannibalism. I think Dinobot might have been one of the earlier ones, though, other than the Insecticons.
Is that is it the funniest coda to an episode where Dinobot's just like, yeah, I ate him.
Hey?
And just like, oh, next week on Beastborn
Transformers, they will eat you.
I love Optimus's reaction too, because it's so legit. It's like, you're disgusting. Like such a put upon energy.
What I really love about that is because of how it's done, it does leave the door open to be that's the other Dinobot. Which
yes. That's all off screen.
Yeah. I bet that would have led to some brilliant fanfaring that it's always the other Dinobot from now on.
Spoiler alert. Dinobot will get cloned again.
Yay!
spoiler alert
The
for a
Dinobot
30-year-old show.
Force.
There will be more. Dinobot will be cloned another time. It will be. It keeps happening.
Dinobot will return with more of them. I mean, to be fair, everyone like says, "I just need a speck of DNA." It's like, well, why aren't you doing this continually?
But yeah, so we have our 2 episodes where Megatron is like, I haven't been in the plot enough, so it's time for me to make the plot. Essentially,
my cooldown has worn off. I am here. 15 turns have passed, and I am now coming for you.
Yes.
And he kind of needed it after last week, because last week were like 2 triumphant Megatron episodes, and this episode's like, cool, let's try fun things out. that don't work out.
This also continues with our joke. We were joking that everyone's a mad scientist. Yeah, apparently now everyone is a mad scientist. Every Decepticon, this is where the budget's going to labs.
Yeah.
And that's why Dinobot had to leave, because his PhD is in Shakespearean theory. It's not in lab work.
It's the one humanities major on the Predacons.
It's the one humanities major. It's so real, though. Like, I do love... Again, this is one of those things, like, early Transformers was beginning to explore it, is that, like, kind of, the Autobots / Maximals are kind of racist, and it's clearly bothering Dinobot the entire time all of this is happening. He's clearly not enjoying this. This is not fun for him.
I thought maybe laugh. Cheetor goes, better dead than Pred. Ah, yes. Anti-communist Cheetor. The fact that phrase exists raises all sorts of questions I don't want to consider. What was Cheetor doing during the fall of the Berlin Wall? This must be answered.
Yeah.
Cheetor, I need to know exactly where you were.
What is your opinion on Cuba, Cheetor?
Again, notice Cheetor is the only one who Megatron shoots in the second episode.
I am slowly appreciating that Megatron may be in the right, specifically when it comes to Cheetor.
Like,
Cheetor is the type of Transformer that would help, like, the HUAC committee, right? He would support Joe McCarthy.
I have a list of deviant Maximals in this book.
Yeah,
list of deviant Maximals. It's very funny it's also very funny to me how silly watching 2 Dinobots fight each other is. It's just so, because he's like, you're a lesser opponent, so I'm going to become a Velociraptor too, and we're not going to bother to animate any of this.
Oh, it's really funny when there's got to be something going on when whatever software they're using can't handle 2 of the same model. Because you'll also note that whenever Tigatron is on screen, Cheetor uses a different gun. He gets one from his butt, not his back, because Tigatron gets the back gun. And here, if you watch this slowly, the Dinobot second model freaks out quite a few times. So I'm not sure if it's a software thing. Just when there's 2 of the same model that just can't handle it, so we do this weird thing with it.
I wonder if it's them trying to avoid any confusion with what's going on screen simultaneously.
That might also be it. It's
or it's part 7 of JoJo, and Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap means that the 2 alternate universes of each other can't touch or they explode.
Oh no, that'll hurt Dinobot if he can't touch. I'm not finishing that joke.
No, do it.
They can't touch himself. I realized, oh no, he wants to touch Optimus, right?
Yeah.
Or Optimus wants to touch him. We don't know. But...
Talking of Dinobot, the Double Dinobot is now my favorite episode, because when Dinobot meets his clone, he does the thing you must do whenever you meet someone who looks like you: recreate the joke from Duck Soup, where you pretend to be a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
It's legally obliged. You have to do it. So I'm glad they didn't slip up here.
It's very, very fun. I do like, as you all know, I love Transformers and I like Beast Wars a lot. I love that we're on the real upswing now for how these episodes are being written and how they're leaning into how stupid everything is. Like, now we're in that real swing where we're like, we're gonna do some weird stuff, and then it's gonna get dark, because Mainframe Entertainment hits the 2nd season and it's like, no, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, they get that creative freedom.
we do get also some shout outs to the fan community in here via Waspinator. He declared himself Wonko the Same, which is a reference to Douglas Adams' book, So Long and Thanks for All the Fish. But it's also, we talked about him probably about a month ago now, Ben Yee, who was a big force in the Transformers fandom. That was his username, so it's a direct shout out, and that's why also, when you see me quoting old scripts, Ben Yee is the one who got them effectively. We also in Double Dinobot get more fun with Cybertronics. When Dinobot's trying to hack in, all the text is translatable. The first one is who is this putt scally user? The second one is hey Ian, go fuck yourself.
Oh.
There are 2 Ians on staff, so I'm not sure which Ian. And the third is just Merv Griffin.
Nice.
Which I like to imagine they were made in order. Someone's like, oh, we should do who is this scally user? Oh, we should do something funnier. And then someone's like, hey Ian, go fuck yourself. Okay, that's too hard. Let's go back a bit. Merv Griffin.
I think timeline-wise, this would probably be right around the time the Merv Griffin Show episode of Seinfeld also came out.
Oh, it would have been, wouldn't it? Yes.
96. So it's like right around there. Yeah. Which is one of my favorite episodes.
It's such a good episode.
Yeah.
It's just such a weird combination of 3 Easter eggs.
Yeah. Do we want to talk about, and speaking of Double Dinobot, do we want to talk about Rat Trap going like full Gollum, by which I mean like the Mount Doom fall?
Learning his lava surfing?
Yeah. Or I guess Revenge of the Sith would probably be the more apt comparison.
It's over, Rat Trap. I have the high ground.
I do love how Optimus, again, when they're presuming he's dead, Optimus goes, he was very hard to work with. Optimus, someone has just died. Stop doing... whenever Rat Trap's nearly dead, when Dinobot nearly dies, Optimus is like, oh, woe is us, we will lose the... When Rat Trap's like, oh, finally.
Yeah.
Sure, he's in the army, but he's a dickhead. I don't like him.
Imagine every time they're in a firefight, Optimus is just kind of like pushing Rat Trap in the front of them, being like, oh no, he's dead now.
Rat Trap, block those bullets with your face. What?
Here, Rat Trap, I'm going to throw you in front of Dinobot. You can save him. What?
We also see the fact that Rat Trap just has every ability under the sun, because he can hack communication arrays, he carries several bombs on his person at all time.
When you eat trash, the stuff that you come up with is particularly inventive.
He's also good at Quake because he's learned to rocket jump using rocks.
Spy. Spies can do all that kind of stuff, right? I watched James Bond.
I did forget the part in the James Bond books where he eats trash. It is my favorite part from Russia with Love.
Yeah, it's how he survives Rosa Klebb at the end of that one.
Miss Moneypenny, do you have anything in the bins I could be tasting?
I'm usually the one that does the tangents, by the way.
I just like that one. It's so funny that Rat Trap is also like the most useful of the Maximals, but everyone hates his guts.
Yeah. Oh, Rat Trap got kicked in lava. Oh well, he's gone.
The world's smallest violin.
Yeah.
Optimus couldn't care less about Rat Trap. It's so funny because I think it's really funny having an Optimus like this, because a lot of people, like the grander pop culture version of Optimus Prime is, Peter Cullen's Optimus Prime, very regal and burdened by the weight of having lives in his hands. Meanwhile, you have Optimus Primal, who's just like, nope, just die, just get in the lava.
Did everyone come back? Yeah, everyone came back. Damn it.
Honestly. And of course, we got to spend a lot of time with my boy Dinobot this episode. I do like how when Megatron is making a clone of Dinobot, he just needs him to be very sycophantic Dino. It's like his personal fantasy of what he wanted Dinobot to be.
I would love to have been that. They need to see the meeting with that clone. So making a clone of Dinobot. He can't transform for reasons, but he must be in love with me. Why? Should we make him transform? No, he must be in love with me. Transforming, pointless. Love with me, important.
He must absolutely be in love. Maybe that's it. Maybe Megatron figured out that Dinobot and Optimus got together. And this is his revenge.
What I love is that Dinobot clearly knows. The whole ending of the episode is that the Dinobot comes out, it's like, oh, I've turned the shields off, and Megatron goes and gets shot. It's like, oh, it's the other Dinobot. We've done twin magic. But that Dinobot clearly knows that Megatron likes him flirting, so does it. Okay, we're just all... there is probably a KGB term for someone who is, I guess, easily influenced by the fair agenda of their choice, and that is Megatron. He's the one falling into the honeypots.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like they Transformers. Okay, here I feel like now is the time to just say it. The Transformers fandom and the Transformers in general is weirdly relentlessly horny. Like, there's just something very weird, and it's not horny in the way you would think.
Here,
It's
here's
it's
a
just
question I have for you though. To that point, do you know any chaste fandoms, not counting Christians?
No, because the Catholics are weird as well.
Yeah.
I went to Catholic school, can confirm.
Oh, the Jesus fandom.
Yeah.
A chaste fandom. That's
There's got to be one, but I've never encountered it.
Part of me was gonna think like that horse girl gotcha game, but I haven't
Oh,
delved deep into that yet.
Oh no. Let's put it this way. I recently wrote an article on that, and I googled for a picture of one of the horses with safe search off, and I'm burning the hard drive after the episode's done. Basically,
You're gonna have to. The
Gas.
NSA is on you. But on it, like the thing is that you think of unchaste fandoms. The Transformers fandom is very special in that somebody did the math one time on how many combinations of pairings and all that and other stuff you could do in Transformers if you had the entire thing laid out, and it was a number that was exponentially in the billions.
Oh yeah.
Like the amount of possibility with character combinations and interactions is so far beyond so many other things that it's kind of eldritch in
It's more than it's more than meets the eye, frankly.
So Sam said that entire joke. I was waiting for the moment.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it.
I have shot his whiteboard with pins.
Yeah, check that one off.
It's just worth mentioning. Mainly for a little bit of Alyx lore. One of my best friends in the world for the last 12 years came out of the Transformers fandom because of the roleplay blog I ran back when I was in college.
Please tell me you're role-playing as Waspinator and type the entire thing like Waspinator.
I wish. I was role-playing as Blaster because I wasn't creative enough to be Waspinator. But there were a lot of Waspinators out there, and if you're still out there, you were great. I miss you, Waspinator Nation. But yeah, it's really interesting for me to think back on it and then to watch the show again and be like, no, we weren't making stuff up. This is just relentlessly horny in a weird way.
Now I'm wondering, is any episode of Beast Wars, is Optimus going to do the Bugs Bunny thing of lowering Megatron over by like lifting like the metal off his leg, and it's like Marilyn Monroe's leg?
Yeah, he's got to wear makeup, and I love that joke in the first Wayne's World.
Yeah. That's what I was, that would probably the most effective plan they ever had based on this.
But it's got to be like a dinosaur leg to make it really work for Meg. We haven't even met Megatron's wife yet, and that's going to be very fun.
No, poor Black Arachnia.
But
she's been reduced to secretary.
Yeah, I mean, no, she's another scientist.
Well, they're all scientists.
I love Black Arachnia's voice in this episode because there's this recurring thing in cartoons from this era of all women sounding like teachers.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be a woman and like talk like a human being. You have to be really high on your register. And basically, again, if Miss Rachel joined the blooming Decepticons, it's like, that's from 3 centuries ago. I can't show any form of personality because I'm a woman.
Seatbelts, everyone. Please
exactly.
Let this be a normal field trip.
Like the one moment she gets is the educational moment. She went from like, I'm going to kill everybody to I'm now going to stand here and vaguely comment on Transformers lore.
I mean,
talking of this, we should continue my trend of going slowly mad with units. So Megatron declares his brainwashing machine took megacycles to design. Based on the previous episode, megacycles basically implies it took 25 minutes. Because Rhinox can run across the planet in a megacycle. So basically Megatron was like, I made this machine in 25 minutes. That's not very impressive, Megatron. Bump. Megatron's never been a freelancer. Bump up the time.
Bump up the time, Megatron.
It took you 2 weeks. Get the money.
Yeah, it's never been centralized, the units of time and measurement in Transformers. Because if you go by any of the shows that are out of continuity with each other, they're always different. I'm starting to notice it more too as I've been watching it, where it's like, this doesn't mean anything. You were waiting for me to watch this week to week.
God, I did my note when I spotted this on this one. I was like, aren't Mega Cycles like only like a couple of minutes each? I was like, God, I hate the fact I picked that up. God, I hate myself. But because because we have Blackout say centuries, like, okay, we're just using centuries now. Okay, whatever. I've given up on you, Transformers. We also get more references to the Inferno, which is Transformers Hell.
Yeah.
Which is going to get changed very soon, apparently. Because they stop having a hell very quickly.
Transformers Hell is, and I mean, Transformers Satan exists, so why wouldn't there be Transformers Hell? Even though Transformers Satan is Galactus and voiced by Citizen Kane.
I always like this though in pretty much every show when you have this thing, we have to introduce a fantasy like swear or curse. So we end up with our version of hell, and then we realize that that's not going to fly anyway because it's a version of hell, and we can't have that in our cartoon to sell toys.
No, they just get consumed by Unicron,
which is fine and good.
Yeah.
I will tell you, the original Unicron toy, one of the big ones, was about 2 feet tall. I have lusted after it at every New York Comic-Con ever since. You cannot get it for less than $600.
I mean, that would make sense. It sounds quite big.
Oh, it's nothing compared to the Fortress Maximus. It's either it's not Fort Max. It's a different city former. That one's 3 feet tall, and I have been wanting him for ages too. But my dad said no.
Now my goal is to get a life-size Dinobot. I guess I can just buy one of the dinosaur animatronics they use in cheap theme parks. That'd be about
just
that.
Like
would
Megatron.
be around. That would be around. I did recently go to a zoo that had a dinosaur exhibit with animatronic dinosaurs, and I had to explain. And there was a raptor there going. I had to explain to someone why. I was like, oh, it's Dinobot.
Yeah,
it's like because the animation was as clunky as you think it's going to be. Just quickly talking about toys. Biggest surprise in my life when Rhinox gets brainwashed, he changes colours. Never been sold as a toy. They recolored him for the love of the game, which surprising.
They never did an alternate color on that.
Not that alternate. There's alternate colours of Rhinoxes, but not specifically weirdly camp evil Rhinox. That didn't get a specific toy. Which...
Oh, before we go into final thoughts, really quick. I was at FlameCon this last weekend, and of course,
Dinobot with his parrots.
We have Dinobot with his parrots.
Yeah, it's yeah.
But I needed to share because I think it's very beautiful. But
it looks vaguely like you make like a nice little shrine with it.
Don't tempt me. But yeah, let's hear some final thoughts about these 2 episodes.
Let's see what final. I mean, again, it's for me like the idea that like Dinobot's just like, yeah, I just killed my clone and ate him. Just like episode end, it was just like, oh, end scene. I was like, I didn't. You can. I mean, I guess like they've been biting each other, but that doesn't mean they would fully consume each other. I guess. Okay, fine. That for me was kind of like a weird way to end these 2 episodes. I was like, what? Like, kind of got me out of my stupor.
It did have like a real bit of surrealist comedy energy, which I quite appreciated.
Yeah.
Like I could totally see Aqua Teen Hunger Force doing that gag kind of thing. I like the fact we're in these episodes are fun. We're in sort of traditional Saturday morning cartoon. We can't. We've run out of villains, so we've got to turn all the heroes evil one by one to make some new fight brackets. But yeah, these were fun. There has some weird surreal moments. Yeah, I like Dinobot just deciding, yeah, I'm going to eat myself. I guess technically, cannibalism hasn't been outlawed yet. The laws against that aren't in place, so technically, we're fine and dandy.
Not a sin against nature yet.
Yep. Yeah. God hasn't made those rules yet, so we're all fine.
It's all good. See, as the audience is aware, I love Transformers, and I love these episodes because Dinobot is my boy. Obviously, I'm going to just hold up some more Transformers stuff that I got this weekend because I think that they're very cute. But yeah, I like these episodes a lot. I like that we got some more focus on Megatron. Megatron has been severely lacking in the plot up until now, and I'm excited that we're going to get more of him because this is a very fun version of this character, and I forgot how long it took to get to this version of the character. But yeah, I'm excited to continue to shepherd you both along on this Transformers journey, and soon, John, you too will be contributing to the TF wiki.
Oh no! Yeah, it'll just be screeds, just like what are Transformers units, and just me going never again, never again. You know the bit in The Shining? Yeah, all working no play makes Jack a dull boy. That's what I'm doing.
I love that for me specifically, but that does mean we are pulling into our final destination. That's right. It is time for us to disembark from Toonami Absolution. We want to thank you once again for joining us and talking about the shows that made us, specifically me, and the shows that made you, you. We have been your hosts. My name is Alyx.
I'm Sam.
And I'm John.
And we'll see you next time. Bang.